this is like brand new technology, right? Like it's only a few years old. So there's plenty of room for iterations on this process. Like there's ways to do this cleaner, to build wrappers around this, to build libraries that help with this process. And there are two such libraries that exist already. And I'm going to quickly show you guys what they are. So just want to pull up my browser here. So the first one called Anchor Lang. I'm not going to cover a ton about Anchor here, but basically what Anchor does is it provides a library for Rust and for JavaScript that will do exactly what I just described. It will wrap all that stuff and it'll make it a little bit easier to do. Now, I wanted to show you guys the native, like raw way to do this because sometimes you might prefer to do this for different like design use cases. But you can also check out Anchor for what you guys are building in your hackathon to see if like this might be something you might want to go with. There's also a newer framework called Seahorse Lang. And this is basically going to let you write all of the code in Python and it will convert it into Rust. So both options are valid. Seahorse is actually being pretty well built out lately. So you're going to have like more and more functionalities being added. Eventually, hopefully one day you'll be able to do exactly like anything you can do in Anchor with Seahorse. But just understand that this will turn it into Rust. It doesn't just go right from Python, but still cool to know, cool to use. And Solana Playground supports all three as well. If you take a look, you can see that like there's the import instructions for both, and then you can see all three are supported by the IDE. So you can use this tool as well, which is really nice. But guys, that's really the core concepts of writing your own smart contract. It's very straightforward in a basic sense until you get to creating your own instructions. And that's where you need to start doing serialization with Borscht. And it looks like a lot of code, and in reality, it probably is, but it breaks down pretty like modularly, right? Like I said, variant, class with fields, turn it into a buffer using this schema. That's really it. And then your test code looks nice and clean like this because you've wrapped it all into, those functions. And again, the source code is all available. I shared the repo link. But yeah, it's a little bit trivial, like I said, but ultimately what you're really doing is just trying to figure out the code that's going to tell your program what to do.